Well, you make a great point that this is an encouraging result, but it's not an election. So how do you lock in this vote at the next election so that it's not just a protest vote, but it actually translates into seats for One Nation and genuine influence?
People want true leadership. Don't tell them the same old rhetoric and give them promises that you won't, follow through on. People want to see clear policies that you are going to implement to improve their lives and for the lives of their future generations and for this nation. We don't see that from these politicians. It's from one election to the next. I think that, I'll be rolling out my policies, what I intend to implement in Australia for the Australian people. It's all about dedication, patriotism, that you believe in your country, you believe in the people out there. Whether you're born here or whether you migrated here, we're all Australians, should be treated equally and the same. That's been my policy from day one, from 30 years ago. And until we see that, forget about the diversity. There's enough diversity, but the whole fact is that we must feel that we are Australians with one culture, one goal, and to live in peace and harmony. And I don't want these people in this country who don't want to be Australian. Go back where you came from. I don't care. Leave the country. I'll put you on a plane, send you off. I'll pay for the ticket.
I absolutely agree with you that any politician now who's emphasising how great diversity is honestly should be dismissed. We need our politicians emphasising the need for unity and uniting around what Australians have in common and our Australian values. Someone who's not that excited about your great polling is Anthony Albanese. He was on radio with Kyle and Jackie O this morning. He says he's worried, quote unquote, about One Nation's rise. Have a listen to him.
Oh, it's a worry because they can appeal to grievance, but they're a pretty divisive lot. I'm a believer in mainstream politics.
Your response when you heard that?
I've got to laugh about that, really. Divisive. This man who wanted to introduce the voice that makes it divisive so we don't make a vote for our politicians to represent us as one, but wanted another voice to Parliament to allow people of a different culture to have that say. This man, who didn't deal with anti-Semitism in the country, honestly, divisive. That's a pot calling the kettle black. What a hypocrite he is. I've got no time for him. The worst Prime Minister this country has ever had. Yes, he should be worried. And I tell you what, Anthony Albanese, I'm coming after you. I want to see you gone from being Prime Minister of this country at the next election, and I'm going to work my butt off it to make it happen.
Pauline, I reckon divisive has become the most overused word in Australian politics. It used to be that if you wanted to dismiss your opponent, you just label them a racist. Now you label them divisive, and that apparently is all it takes to write them off. One more quick question before I let you go. While Labor and the Coalition are in talks tonight, Susan Lee is under real pressure from her party to walk away from any deal with Labor on their watered-down anti-Semitism laws. Labor have stripped out some of the toughest parts to try to get it through, but the Coalition is still arguing over safeguards, especially around giving a minister the power to ban organisations deemed to be hate groups. So I want to ask you about that. Do you trust Tony Burke to have the power to declare and ban a hate group, or is that power he should not have because it could too easily be abused?
I don't trust Tony Burke at all. He welcomed the ISIS brides in and the Ghazians that he brought in from Palestine, who are big supporters of terrorist organisations, Hamas. And the whole fact is, Susan Lee, if you're doing deals with the Labor Party over this hate speech bill, you are pathetic. You're a loser, because I'll tell you what, you're only band-aiding what could actually impact on Australians having their freedom of expression in this country. So you just vote it down. You do not deal with the Labor Party or the Greens on this bill that is absolutely a dog's breakfast, and it should not even be considered.
Senator Hanson, I appreciate your time tonight, and congratulations on your great poll results. More power to you. Thanks for your time.